Welcome, welcome, welcome to I am Claudia from Hands to Paws, where we are groom style swag. And you can't see my awesome t shirt, but wearing the logo tonight, made by one of our stylists who is also a Pomeranian specialist named Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, for the amazing shirts. And they also say groom style swag on the back. And if I had merch, which I don't, I would definitely make this merchandise. Phenomenal job. Um, hey guys, so I am posting a challenge and I am streaming on 3 platforms. So I'm going to not deliver a lot of content that could have any trauma alerts. I'm going to create a challenge that's going to spin a negative into a positive. And I'm going to create a challenge to the YouTubers that I have been following, which it would be Grizzly True Crimes, Michelle of Michelle Walks, where she literally walks with her dogs. She's fantastic. Um, and Trish from Missing But Not Forgotten, and from a leader of the pack who has become an absolute. I have not listened to any YouTuber discussing the subject of Little Miss Summer Wells where they haven't brought in the interview room. Chris McDonough, who is absolutely you become a founder in the YouTube community, sir. So I'm going to issue a challenge and I'm going to start with a very brief description of this story, which happens to be one of my absolute favorite stories. And it is Make a Wish, traces its inspiration to Christopher James, and I never say this right, Gracious, an energetic 7-year-old boy battling leukemia who wishes to be a police officer. In 1980, the Phoenix community came together. This was actually one cop who happened to bump into him being in the hospital for another reason and connected with this young man and his mom, came together to make his wish come true. Little did Chris know that his wish would create a movement that would transform millions of life. And that one single act of kindness created the Make-A-Wish Foundation. If you don't, let me do this. I'm streaming on 3 platforms and I'm streaming through StreamYard. If you like what I'm doing, or you want to do what I'm doing, or you want to be a guest on my show, then absolutely I can send you an invitation. And this is through StreamYard. Extremely user friendly. And I am not a tech geek and I still have complications. However, I am more than able and capable of doing it. And they have forums to teach you, which I attend as often as I can. So I'm going to issue a challenge, and I to this community of Facebook of dog loving, children loving community that abhors abuse, because any real true dog lover dislikes abuse, and children and dogs are on the bottom of that abuse chain. And I got involved in the Summer Wells story because I followed diligently some of these people and I listened to what they say. And Michelle, because she is so dog knowledgeable, inspired me because there were 20 plus dogs on these property. Tonight's challenge is just to make Summer Wells an official, her and her dog Lucky, official Paw Patrol members. And our goal tonight is to start contacting the TBI so that they can officially make Summer Wells and her dog Lucky the head leaders of the Paw Patrol pack for children's awareness. And I challenge all the YouTubers and Facebook community and the behavioral panel, Eric Hunley, my favorites. I should mention you guys all the time. Chris Voss. I challenge all of you to start moving Lucky and Summer Wells is the head of that Paw Patrol pack. All the dog community, because children wind up on the bottom and dogs lower than them on the abuse chain gang. So I don't see anybody piping in tonight with my challenge, but that is okay, because this video I will make shorts of, because I want the amazing YouTubers that have educated and are bringing awareness and education that is needed, even though it is through an extreme tragedy. Now, Chris from the interview room, Mr. McDonough, I'm with you. Until it's said, it ain't over. However, Mom just recently turned in her Paw Patrol toys to the church, and the church cleaned those toys and they gave honor to Miss Summer. And that was the first time that I had heard little girl loved Paw Patrol. So I challenge everybody. And if you don't know this case, because I'm on Hands to Paws tonight, which, by the way, guys, I'm still learning some things, and I hit Hands to Paws. So if you haven't followed this case, let me update you. There is a missing 5-year-old girl named Summer Wells. Her parents, it has been a very transparent, very interesting investigation, because unlike when I was a little girl in the 1980s, right, Make-A-Wish comes out, which is why it's so impactful for me. They didn't have the internet. They didn't have internet sleuths, which are becoming very, very, very popular. And they now have retired police officers, interrogators, behavioral specialists, which I find fascinating because I'm Claudia from Hands to Paws. And I owned a training company called Heavenly Hounds in Fort Lauderdale. And my story is incredibly interesting for all sorts of reasons, which we're not going into tonight. So this story captured me because there are 20 dogs. And what captured me, the little girl is still missing. What captured me completely is two people spoke about the dogs being completely silent the day she went missing. And this disturbed my canine thinking brain, because in my brain, that would be an impossibility, because this child adored her dogs, and she would have been absolutely a member of the pack. So if you haven't followed this, I also have a YouTube channel called What's Up Dog. We talk all things dog, capital W, capital U, capital D, as in a dog named what? I lost my train of thought. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Ren. Hey, let's start some awareness. Ren is also, because all the dogs were silent, we went into a deep dive about where these dogs were. And we did a deep dive into, not totally a deep dive, but we started talking about tones and dog behavior in this situation. We also talked about Chris McDonough when he went out on the property with dog behavior. We've been talking about cadaver dogs, search and rescue dogs, and all the amazing animals and humans behind these animals that come into a scenario like this. Well done, guys. Well done. Well done. But there'd only be certain reasons why those dogs were silent. And Michelle of Michelle Walks discussed all sorts of dog-related issues that were so completely right on point. However, I do believe if they were that silent, and the police, and they still could be wrong. There have been stranger things that have happened. Okay. There's going to be resolution. We don't have that resolution today. However, dogs would be that silent if they were mourning a pack member. That would be truth. So we also found the dog's name. Nobody mentioned the dog's name. Any of the dogs. Nobody mentions them. And Ren, hey, Ren, is looking to see if she can get the Tennessee police report, because we've received information through Trish from Missing But Not Forgotten that the dogs are on the police report. So they were there. So there would be a very significant reason why they would have been that silent. Dogs just speak it, guys. I work with them all day, 38 years later, behavioral consultant, positive reinforcement trainer, specializing in aggressive dogs and dogs with children. They just don't lie. They're walking in no shame. There is no shame in their game. They don't have the gift of rationalization. But we found out this. We found out that one of those puppies' names that she adored was Lucky. And we found out that her favorite show was Paw Patrol. So let's, as a community, spread Summer and Lucky awareness that they are certified by me, hands to paws, that you are official members of the awareness Summerwell's and Lucky's Paw Patrol. Because kids everywhere love Paw Patrol, and they should love and think that the police are safe, and they need that awareness spread. And I am so challenging the YouTube community, the Facebook community, the teachers, the mothers, the dog people that hate abuse in any manner, to spread awareness. And we're not going to do this tonight, because if anybody wants to talk, please come on. I would love to go on your shows. I would love to talk dog. I'd love to talk all the grooming aspects, all the styling aspects, all the kind aspects, how to hold the dogs, how to learn to hear what they're saying, listen to your dog, how to bring dog education, how to get better behavior from your dog, all the dog things. All the dog things. Paw Patrol. So I'm challenging this whole community to the YouTubers that are making money, donate some of your money. Donate it back. People get prepared. Tennessee is going to be influxed with Summerwell's dogs. As soon as the Humane Society can get on that property, they're going to go get those dogs and start spaying and neutering them. That is going to cost money. If I have any followers on this channel at all, I talk about prevention being worth 1,000 cures. Let's get all the Paw Patrol puppies adopted. Let's pre-think that. They're going to need help. They're going to need to be spayed and neutered. The Humane Society in Tennessee is trying to get on the property. They are not allowed. They are legally bound. They cannot get on there now. This case will be coming to a resolution. This case will be coming to a resolution. The TBI, to the TBI YouTubers that are there, Molly Go Lucky, all the people that have opinions, have an opinion on bringing awareness to Summer and Lucky being official Paw Patrol members. What did you say, Ren? I heard somewhere they already started giving the dogs up. Oh, hi, Karen. Yeah, listen, anything you find, let me know. Jump on, Ren, one night. Would you ever consider coming on? And Ren's looking up that police report. And I believe Trisha. I do believe that she answered that question. And the other YouTuber that put on Candace, who is Summer's mom, on with the puppy Lucky. So, and that puppy would be 6 months older right now. By the way, everybody that's listening, 6 months older means we are a full-blown teenager. And 80% of their dogs lose their home between 6 months and a year. So please make a really great decision if you're looking to contact the Tennessee Humane Society and be interested if one of these Paw Patrol puppies, Summerwell's and Lucky's Paw Patrol puppies, comes in and needs adopting. I'm sure there's going to be an influx for adoptions. Let's get proactive. I challenge you. I challenge you. I challenge you. I challenge you. Instead of talking about who's making money off the case, which, by the way, I am not. Yeah, all right, fantastic. Let's talk about that. Yeah, Ren, I'd really like to have you on the show. That'd be great. So let's have, instead of this community, which is fun, guys. Chris McDonough got on the other night and he told somebody about himself. Michelle of Michelle Walks, who has a Labradoodle, the one of like the original looking Labradoodles that truly has my heart, and she has a Springer Spaniel. Oh man, I lost my train of thought again. Ren, reel me in. Somebody reel me in. Oh, she told somebody about themselves the other day. Now, look, I don't know who they're talking about. I don't have time to follow every little detail. So I follow my people that I trust and I follow my people that I like and I think are interesting. And everything is very transparent. Sometimes people are making mistakes. Sometimes people are telling each other about each other. And sometimes they're talking such drama. I have no idea what they're talking about. Absolutely none. I do know that I want to be a part of this community, and the people that I follow are very intelligent, without bias, and are lovely. And I'm learning from them, and I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to challenge all of them to stop arguing and to do something really, really proactive. And let's create, because if Summer's found her story, I have watched so many amazing stories of survivors. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Those that are traumatized and move beyond. And maybe they have a post-traumatic stress dog. Maybe they have an emotional support dog. Maybe they have post-traumatic stress and they need a dog to get out of the house. Okay, there's so many fantastic stories. So instead of arguing, I challenge you to put your energies into creating complete and total, total, total awareness for the Paw Patrol pack that is on the Tennessee mountain. I challenge you that little girl who loved her dog so very, very, very much would be honored. Go ahead, John, ask questions. Hey, John, how are you? To be honored to know that everybody is watching out for her Paw Patrol pack. And I hope that the Wells have started giving up some dogs. We're paying attention. And the Tennessee Humane Society is going to need help. Help them. Call them. Donate to them. Instead of sending so many super stickers to some of the YouTubers who are worried about who's making money over who, call that Tennessee Humane Society hotline, because Summer Wells and Lucky are official members of the Paw Patrol. Who's going to call TBI? I guess they may have to wait until after there's resolution, but I'll call TBI. Anybody else? I just got a 12-week-old puppy. Bad condition. Oh, no. I'm going to tell you to go to the vet, John. So John just got a brand new 12-week-old puppy, and the puppy is not in good shape. Yeah, so he's saying that there are fleas super bad. So if you don't have anything at home, anything's going to kill fleas. Anything's going to kill fleas. You're going to start from your nose. You're going to move backwards. I'm going to call this the hands to paws way. However, I did not create it. I just enforce it. Nose going backwards, because you don't want those fleas running into the eyes. You can use everything that is safe for the eyes, okay? Anything that is safe, hypoallergenic for the eyes. And then you can use anything, any dog shampoo that's safe for puppies, John. This baby's 12 weeks old. Anything. And if you're in a dire emergency and you have Dawn, do not put Dawn on the face. Use something else on the face, okay? You don't want it going in the eyes because it can literally burn the eyeball, okay? Nose, head back. You want those fleas running backwards. You're going to do one shampoo. You're going to rinse that baby completely. You're possibly going to get a blood bath, Okay. And that is just flea defecation and water creating blood. Then you're going to do the whole thing again, John. You're going to wrap, that is a 12-week-old baby. Body temperature is going to drop. You are going to wrap that baby who's probably anemic, and you can tell immediately by lifting up that baby's gums. If they're not pink and they're completely white, the fleas have depleted the baby's system. And there's probably all sorts of worms, just for fun. And that I'm going to totally recommend a veterinarian. And it is incredibly important with puppies that you definitely get those first set of vaccinations, which vaccinate against parvo and distemper. Okay. Yeah. Super important. Wrap that puppy and make sure that puppy is dry because of that body temperature. And you already know the baby's not feeling good. And do not expose that puppy to other dogs. Please, John, do not expose the puppy. See, this puppy is now a Paw Patrol puppy. John, what's this puppy's name? Yeah. The puppy's in good hands, Ren. And as soon as you have a name for this puppy, you let us know. Going to the vet tomorrow. And guys, there are always low costs. In Citrus County, we have the humanitarians, but there are always low cost veterinarians around. Please don't think that you cannot get your animal medical care. And if you're from another state, I mean, I'm not even sure where you are. Last time I talked to John, he was in Chicago and then he wasn't. So, you know, people move around like a pack, but you don't lose your pack. Your pack stays your pack. Your pack. Yeah. So we're going to get that police report from Tennessee. And I just don't have a lot of time, guys. We just came out of Hands to Paws, where we had an amazing holiday season. We were super busy. We're a little bit slower this week. And don't forget, we have Babs, $5 off Babs after 2 o'clock every afternoon, which includes your nails and everything, all organic shampoos. You are forever Hands to Paws. Right. And your puppy is now part of Summer Wells and Lucky's Awareness Paw Patrol team. And I'm going to say it again. I can't say it enough on this video. I am challenging the communities to create awareness. I have received such an education. And again, I got involved because my dog behavior, my awareness, my perception, my heightened perception when it comes to animals, because I have the gift of working with animals who walk in truth all the time. These angels on 4 walk in truth all the time. That's what they do. And children and dogs are on the bottom of the abuse. And if you're a dog lover and you don't like people, I know you don't like abuse. And children are on the bottom of that chain. And this little girl, and what a great show Paw Patrol is. Let's just talk about Chase, the police officer from Paw Patrol. Huh? Right? And they do cool things like do helicopters and repetitive information. And shouldn't children in trouble trust their local police officers? Right, TBI? Right? Aren't you going to go look for them? Aren't you going to make sure they're safe? The puppy's name was Lucky. It's the only dog's name I've been able to find. Anybody that's in community wants to start listing these dogs' names because you know they have them. You know they have them. Let's do something very, very proactive. Chris, from the interview room, let's do something proactive and let's make Summer Wells and her puppy Lucky the leader of the pack on awareness. Can I challenge everybody? Can I challenge you? Can I become a part of the community by challenging you? Is that too bold? But, you know, I watch some of these things and I go, you got to be kidding me, right? They're arguing over who's making money. Let's give some money to those boys. They need to go to college. I'm going to have the markers of Paw Patrol to make a new dog. Oh, you are, Ren? Could you do that? Can they do the Summer Wells dog? Can they do the dog Lucky? The puppy's name was Lucky. And as soon as I'm good enough, I'll get all these videos for you. As soon as I know how to get them downloaded, see, I have a whole YouTube studio. It's not completed because I'm not a techie, and people in my life, they're busy and they can't get over here. And it'll happen. It's not going to happen on my timeline, obviously, but it will happen. I have so much content that I want to bring you. And I'm not a true crimer. All the content will be based around dogs. So I'm streaming on StreamYard on 3 platforms tonight. So if you're on Hands to Paws and I'm boring you, I kind of hit Hands to Paws by accident. Sorry, guys. On YouTube, we can go on for hours. YouTube, you can just talk and talk and talk. And on my personal Facebook page, you can do that too. But I'm streaming on StreamYard on 3 platforms, creating awareness for little Summer Wells and her dog Lucky. But I'm creating awareness for the dogs, dog behavior, the 20 dogs in Tennessee that are on that property, the Humane Society that is doing the best they can to get to the animals, to neuter and spay. And I'm going to say, I didn't see emaciated dogs. So don't think these dogs are out there dying. They're living half wild. There's food, there's water. Those are the laws, guys. You may not like it, but those are the laws. But they are breeding at an incredible, or my opinion, they are being left to just continue to breed. So there will be, Tennessee is going to have an influx at some point. And when I talk about dog behavior and puppies and raising dogs, I'm going to talk about prevention is worth 1,000 cures and self-control. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. I think I'm even willing to go on Fiverr and have them create a character for Summer. I challenge the whole community, the true crime community. I will speak dog, I will talk dog and I will help this community by bringing awareness to all the little children. We will start featuring somebody. I'm just not at that point yet, but our channel is talking about dogs. So if there's dogs involved in these things, and or there's search and rescue teams going out, you've got me. Boy, I'm going to honor every single one. I'm going to try to find out names, and each of these individuals, these human beings that go out and do this work, most of them don't get paid, guys. They're not the YouTubers. They're not getting paid. Okay? They're doing it to help. I watched the TBI. Multiple dogs from everywhere were coming out. Those dogs had handlers. They had it in the Gabby Petite. Hey, Liz, what's up, dog? That was so funny, Liz. I watched that movie literally, I just finished watching it when I saw your post. So Liz is dog people. So when I'm challenging Liz, I'm challenging everybody, every YouTuber, every Facebook person, every dog person, anybody that hates abuse, to make Summer Wells and her dog Lucky the official leaders of the Awareness Pack, official Paw Patrol members. Could you imagine how excited a little 5-year-old girl would be to know that the whole community honored her and her dog and made them the official Awareness Paw Patrol members? TBI, I challenge you to make it official, just like they did with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And I challenge all the YouTubers, Facebook people, dog people, anybody that wants to bring awareness to what this little girl, this little 5-year-old girl who's missing, this little 5-year-old girl with 20 dogs on her property that were silent the day she went missing. That's what got me. You have over 20 dogs breeding and nobody's making a noise. Nobody. And I'm going to say, fiction can be stranger than life, can be stranger than fiction. Life can be stranger than fiction. It is always a possibility. We don't have the answers. We don't have the resolution, but the police have pretty much said nobody came on that property. So why would all those dogs be silent like that? Because they're mourning their pack member. She is our official, her and Lucky, Paw Patrol members. And I challenge everybody to start bringing awareness for little Summer Wells and her dog, Lucky. And TBI, it was a police officer that inspired Make-A-Wish. It was a police officer that made sure that police department showed up for that little boy dying from leukemia. And it changed things. And we need awareness to abuse, and we need things changed. So I challenge the community to put your efforts into positive. There will be resolution. And I challenge all the dog people to start. Yeah, I'm not looking for any donations. This channel is not even close to where she needs to be. Okay? There is no money involved here. Just heart, guys. I got heart. What's up, dog? Groom style swag. Start donating to the Humane Society. They're going to run into costs. They are going to run into costs. So you can, let's make her a dog. Let's get a hold of the Paw Patrol people. Let's get a hold of the YouTubers. Let me name out my favorites. Eric Hunley, I'm calling you out right away. Behavioral panel, Chase, I know you're training a puppy right now. Chase Hughes, I just kept a picture because I thought it was so cute of behavioral panel. Remember, with his little dog sticking out. I'm calling everybody out. Everybody, TBI, Grizzly True Crime, Michelle Walks, Chris, the interview room, who's become the true crime community leader. There is nobody that doesn't speak his name because he's done such an amazing job. He has done such an amazing job. And his tagline is keep it classy. So Chris, let's keep it classy. Michelle keeps it classy. As she says, sometimes she'll get a little snarky. And both of them are willing to call out the community when they feel that something is inappropriate. So let's throw a positive spin on this, because we all know there's going to be resolution. We all know that. We all are waiting to see what was found, and we all know that a little one's parts would be little. So we're all waiting to see. Michelle says she doesn't think it's summer. And Chris says, do not give up until it's time to give up. However, she wants to know her Paw Patrol pack on the mountain is going to be safe. She wants to know that her little Paw Patrol pack, because I understand from her neighbor, Jody Sue, that she used to bring those puppies to the bus stop to see if they could get homes. And she would bring him to church to see if they could get homes. So I know this little girl is a little girl after my heart that was already a dog advocate. She already was a dog advocate. She already was nurturing and mothering and wanting her babies to get homes. So I challenge you to do something really positive and honor her wishes that her Paw Patrol pack is going to get the best of homes. Maybe even some of the YouTubers in this community will adopt them. How about that? You have official Paw Patrol in your own house. How about donating some money to the Humane Society in Tennessee so they're prepared? Because it's going to take human effort to go up there to get the dogs to set up things. They're half wild, guys. They live outside most of the time. And I'm not saying that they per se have a bad life. I've listened to people create say all sorts of things. I pulled that in, didn't I? Say all sorts of things. But I didn't see malnourished dogs. I'm not saying they have the shots. And I definitely don't think they're getting neutered and spayed. And they're having puppies. And they're, but I don't really know, right? But they didn't look emaciated. And I know these children adored these dogs. And I know there's 20 plus and they're breeding. So it would just make really good sense that if you have money to give and you like Summer Wells content, donate a dime of that to the Humane Society in Tennessee so they can do their jobs. So, because the humans that work there are going to give the hours to go rescue the Paw Patrol Summer Wells babies. Instead of creating drama, let's do something moving forward that's really positive and make her official. The first most loving thing, the first connection to a little girl and a cartoon, and it was the police. TBI, it was she loves the dogs from Paw Patrol. Make it official. Her and her puppy Lucky. They are official pack leaders of the awareness for Summer Wells and her dog Lucky. And remember, guys, abused children adore their parents. Remember that. When you're speaking about her, remember, no matter what this child may have endured, there is a psychology behind this. And it starts with you, as Chris McDonough would say, keep it classy. One of the main things I will always teach in a styling salon, in a grooming salon, is, hi guys, welcome, is for every dog that you see that is in a body cast or has been completely neglected, they are in a grooming salon. Never, ever shame that human. Never shame that human, because they won't come back. And there are 80% of dogs that will live their whole lives in that condition. When you have an opportunity, do not shame. Michelle speaks of it in, you can't say certain things over YouTube and Facebook and stuff. There's algorithms, they look for words. So Michelle says, be careful when you're speaking of things, because you never want to promote a situation. You just don't want to promote it. You don't want to give it life, right? We need awareness, but we don't want to give those other things life. We just don't. We want to honor Summer and her little entrepreneurial self, that she was finding homes for her puppies, that she adored her dogs, and that we know that her toys have just recently been donated, and she adored Paw Patrol. It was the first time we knew what toys she liked, which was her favorite cartoon, The Police, represented by the beloved Angels in 4, the Paw Patrol. I, too, am a Paw Patrol fan. And since I am Claudia from Hands to Paws, and I am officially a leader of a pack, I definitely officially make Summer Wells and her puppy Lucky the leader of the awareness pack. How about that? How about that? So I definitely recommend the interview room, the behavioral panel, who talk about behavior. Eric Hunley, super intelligent, super interesting, fantastic guy. And to the true crime community, the interview room. Sir, I am counting on you to keep it classy. To Michelle of Michelle Walks and Michelle After Dark, and to the OG, Grizzly to Crime. She is fantastic. And I have a few others, but those are my main. Oh, and Trish from Missing But Not Forgotten, who shares her struggles without shame and is very involved in the Summer Wells case. So that, unless anybody has to say anything, I challenge the community. I really do. I challenge the community. Make-A-Wish changed things. We need awareness. We know we do not stop abuse by not discussing it. It has to be discussed. You have to know the signs. You have to know the behaviors. And children are on the bottom of that link, and dogs are below them. That's what makes them angels on 4, because they walk in forgiveness. And so do children. So let's do them a favor. Let's help them. Let's help them. Let's call the Humane Society in Tennessee and donate money there. And for those people that like a lot of the drama, you're paying for it, give half that money to the Humane Society to help summer's Paw Patrol pack, because they will be going. At some point, the Humane Society is going to have access to that mountain, and those dogs are going to need help, because then there possibly may not be anybody there to make sure they're taken care of. And that takes human beings, and that will be with a Godspeed to get as many of those animals as possible. So be proactive, please. TBI, I know this is not the time because there is not resolution. However, I'm going to commit. I am absolutely going to commit to calling the TBI. I'll let you know what happens, just to get it set up, because I believe that she truly deserves that. And I can't think of any other greater honor to this little girl than to help her Paw Patrol pack and to make her an official member, and to shout the message that children should be able to go to the police for safety if they are in trouble from any kind of situation. And unfortunately, my sister is not on tonight to speak to awareness on some of those situations and how the system works with that, but we can be proactive. Okay, let's challenge everybody to bring awareness. And if you followed this story at all, I hope it's the last story we see like this in a very, 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 very long time. We live in a world where we don't hear about a case and then find out about a case. We literally walk the case daily. These parents are on YouTube. They've been on Dr. Phil. Their life is under a microscope. And I want those dogs to be okay. And I appreciate little Summer Wells having those dogs and finding them homes and loving them and missing them. And I know their silence meant that they missed her. And they miss her. And now they're teenagers. So remember, if you choose or you're thinking of adopting, they look like hound mixes, pit mixes. There's also a golden retriever, I'm sure, but people are going to end up with teenagers. Teenagers are trouble. Not all teenagers. It's kind of the nature of the beast. So anybody have anything to say? I'm doing all the talking. All right, hands to paws, where we are groom style swag, kind handling, organic shampoos, not just love of the dogs, people. Here's what's very, very different about hands to paws. We don't just use organic shampoos for the health of your dog's skin, which it is. We don't go through such lengths and troubles of making sure that there's no bacteria growth in that shampoo just for your dogs. We do it for the humans that work at Hands to Paws, because without healthy humans, we can't give you healthy dogs. It is for everybody. Okay? That's what a team is. That's what a pack is. That's what a community is. We have so much to learn from these angels on 4 on how they operate and how there always needs to be a strong leader. And why? Because it's survival, and how important safety is, and how important communication is. Listen to the dogs. Listen closely. John, I know you're going to keep us updated on that puppy. Liz, I'm so tickled you're here. That just, will you come on? You can come on. You talk dog all day. Girl. And you are funny. Liz is funny. I'm not funny like Liz. Liz is funny. I saw Liz at Fun in the Sun. I didn't realize I was sick. Liz, I'm sorry. I was sick. I had bronchitis. I didn't even know. And I hadn't seen her. My stomach hurt. I was laughing so hard. She's just a joy to be around. Just a joy. Anybody in Liz's life is lucky to have Liz in their life. Ren's fantastic. Ren and I made friends. Like, what's up, dog? Look at my dog. He's got a controller in his mouth, a gaming controller. I don't game, but all my grandkids do, and Ren does. We bonded over a Nintendo gaming controller. In fact, she's lucky I didn't give it to my grandkids. Yeah, and to the fantastic community that I'm trying to be a part of, I really, really appreciate your transparency. I appreciate all your opinions and your speculation, and I really appreciate the awareness and the education. Sometimes it is more than my brain really wants to comprehend. And I got involved in this because of the dogs, because my awareness, my ears perked up, and I became hyper vigilant to what was happening with the dogs. Wasn't the first. Michelle did a lot of work on the dogs. I think my interest is a little different. And I really want to bring acknowledgement, because we hear about it all the time, right? The dogs went out, but we don't hear about these amazing pet handlers that handle the dogs. We don't hear their stories about why they're doing it. These are such acts and gifts of love, and we take for granted, and they don't get the spotlight. Maybe some of them don't want it. That I understand. But I want to know their names. I want to know the dogs' names. I think the guys' behavioral panel, you still would have been my friend if I'd given away the controller. Yeah, but controllers are important. They're like super personal. Like they get certain skins. Like they're a big deal. I don't totally get the big deal of them because I'm terrible at them. But all the kids are like, all the people I know that game are like that. The controller is a big thing. So, and it would happen just the way it was supposed to happen. It created trust. Dog people, all us dog people, all of us dog people. So I want to challenge the whole community, and I'm really a behavioral panel. Eric Hunley, Chris McDonough, Michelle. I'm sure she's some kind of. She never says what exactly she's a professional in. Pretty sure she's a pro in something. She has quite a background, and she has educated insight. That's the best way I can say it. She has very educated insight. So I am really happy that the community is getting on, and Grizzly True Crimes. I can never say. I'm afraid I'm going to say her name. She's from the Netherlands, and she says things wrong all the time. But she has this ability just to giggle and laugh and make it sound cute. I don't have that ability. So I just, doesn't sound as cute as she does. So, yeah. So I don't want to mess up her name, but it's Grizzly True Crimes. She's from the Netherlands. And I really appreciate you guys talking. I appreciate watching your struggles. I appreciate watching your journey on YouTube. And I appreciate you bringing us your knowledge. I eat it up. It is fascinating. And honestly, it's a lot more entertaining than a lot of the things on Netflix and Showtime. But I got involved with the Summerwells being official Paw Patrol because my doggy awareness went on, and it was impossible in my head that 20 dogs were quiet the day this child went missing. And anything that involves 20 dogs like that is absolutely going to catch my interest, because let's talk dog. So, all right, guys. John, I know you're gonna laugh out loud. That one has my name on it. That is hysterical. That is hysterical. Yep. See, I told you, because they're all personalized. And yeah, so I want to challenge this community. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to end with it. I am challenging the community to honor this 5-year-old child, to honor her and make her an official, her and her puppy Lucky, official Paw Patrol members, bringing awareness. They're the pack leaders of awareness that children should be safe when they speak to the police. Right? Abuse stops now. Let's bring awareness. Let's be proactive. Take some of that money, send it to the Humane Society. There's going to be resolution in this case. TBI is doing their job. They have YouTubers that are predator hunters out looking. This community has come together and they've brought all sorts of awareness. Let's continue and help those Paw Patrol Summer Wells puppies. There were 20 at the last count. I'm sure there's been more puppies born. It's going to be cold. So that is tonight. We're going to get the police report and make sure those dogs were quiet for that. And that is my challenge. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Claudia streaming live on Hands to Paws, Claudia Olson, and What's Up Dog, capital W, capital U, capital D, as in a dog named Wood.